Hi.
Hi.
So today we're going to talk about how scary is it to be ourselves and authenticity in relationships.
Yep, it's a big one. I have two things to say in that particular topic. The first one being that within or outside of our relationship, I have been in a process of finally getting to know who and how I really want to be. So I think I came into our marriage not fully knowing what that person looked like, or even more important, felt like. I come from a family of high perfectionism. I've always dealt with life that way, like always demanding of myself to do things better and faster and whatever. So now I'm in my mid-30s and wanting more from life, than just demanding a lot of myself. So how is that related to this? Well, I'm actually beginning to understand that I want to be more fun and lighter and warmer and just having this feeling of expansiveness. But one of the reasons I believe that we're together is because we kind of share that trait, don't we? We're like both perfectionists. And one of the reasons I think that we're together is to overcome it. Because then what we've done is that we start criticizing the other person, right? In order to achieve this perfection, the house to be clean or the kids to be well educated or, whatever that looks like. And so I find that not only we cut our own wings, I think I've cut yours to some degree. So now I'm like, you know what? Like, fuck your wings. Not in the sense that I don't care about them, but maybe I don't want to think about them. Have your wings be however they are. Instead of wanting to like trim it and comb it and like just, and mine as well. We're in a process of trying to grow our wings. And I've temporarily forgotten the second thing that I wanted to talk about, so
Yeah, I'd be into talking too.
Yes, please do.
I want to expand my wings. Okay, so here's what I've noticed. You're happiest when you're most you, and I'm happiness as well sometimes. I'm happiest when I'm most me, and I'm more when I'm in my body and my most authentic self. Things just go better. I work better. I produce better things. I'm happier. I connect better with you. I connect better with our kids. I'm coming from a place that's easier to maneuver from. I'm not, full of shit, and I'm here, and so it's like, okay, how do we both get that, right? How do we both get to come home and be like, this is my home. This is where I get to be me. This is where I get to I don't know, take off your bra, or I get to take off my shirt or whatever it is and just kind of let go and just be able to sit into me and be, and that's cool. And that's celebrated, and have a life and a house and a relationship built around us, existing as us from the get-go. Or from wherever you stop fucking up from, right? And you're like, okay, starting here, I actually get to be me in all my flavors, and you get to be you in all your flavors and all the inconveniences that causes and discomfort. And okay, so, maybe sometimes when I eat whatever, I fart a lot at night, but we like eating that. Or sometimes something gives you
That's
bad
quite
breath.
the example.
No, but you know what I mean? It's just like catering to ourselves, and being able to be ourselves, because it's if we're not going to do it now for ourselves. When are we going to do it for ourselves? When do we get to be us?
But it's been a challenge, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
We have a lot of resistance to, like, we don't want to stop criticizing the other person.
I'm not sure that we don't want to. I think we're unable to. I think it's hard.
We're so
to
used
stop.
to.
Yeah, we're so used to criticizing ourselves. We're so used to criticizing each other. We're so used to. I think it has a lot to do with control. I think it's not so much like I don't want you to be you as much as like, well, that doesn't fit in my story, you know, and how things have to be. So it's like not even personal, if that makes sense, which is probably the problem. It's not personal. It's not you. It's like this idea, it's this notion of how I want things to be. And by the way, in that notion of how I want things to be, I'm not myself either. I'm like this other version that's like cooler and like does things better and doesn't make mistakes and doesn't do this and doesn't do this. And it's like, okay. You know, like it's not really genuine. So, you know, without getting too far into this, and I want to let you talk also again on this, but you know, I think that's the goal. The goal is, you know, being able to be genuine, being able to be comfortable, you know, and being able to celebrate that internally as well, so that we can like, because also in the case when you have kids, and we have kids, we're teaching them that. We're teaching them not to accept themselves. We're teaching them not to accept each other by our behavior when we're not allowing authenticity, you know?
I find that in a way, being in a relationship with both, when both people are like deeply authentic, to some degree, it's not romantic at all. Like,
well, I think romantic, with the romantic thing, you're like, everything is so like glossy and polished and everything, and all, there's no edges, right? There's no edges. It's like a really cleaned up photo or video, which eliminates, you know, 90% of the dust, you know, and it's like, it's like, yeah, in those moments when we're those people, sure. You know? Yeah,
I find that, so there's a process of getting used to living with the other person, right? And making compromises and commitments and whatever to like a common project. But also, we're in the process of detaching of each other in a way, in the sense of like, you know what, I've held on to this idea of who I wanted you to be, and I'm actually letting you be who you want to be. And there's a lot in there that I don't like, but like, fuck me, if that enables me to be me, and you to be happier,
So
by all means.
Right, and we should conclude here. But like, we're in the agreement right now where it's like, I don't let you do this, and in return you don't get to let me do this. And you're offering the counter agreement, which is like, hey, I get to be this because I let you be this, and you know, and that's way more liberating. It's way more exciting, you know. And we're in the opposite agreement a lot of the time. Yeah.
Yes, that's where we are right now. Allowing for the fuck ups.
Yeah. So subscribe, follow, comment.
And please let us know what your experience is with your own fuck ups, with your own allowing yourself and each other be who you really are, and share with us, please.
Bye.
Ciao.